Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the outerwear that I have been wearing the most, and where you can get these things, what the fabric content is. Really happy with my outerwear picks this season, so I wanted to share. And some of them you might have seen in my autumn fashion haul, because I can't remember exactly what was in that, so I'm just going to show you everything that I'm really loving. And I think I've got all bases covered. One of the good things about having to replace a lot of your clothes in one go is that you make a curated collection where you're not really doubling up on things, because you're planning it all at one time. So you think about the outfits you wear and what coats and jackets you need to complement those. And so it's good this season. Elephant in the room, I do have some bruising around my eyes. I have tried to cover it with concealer. This bit in particular is really stubborn because it's very dark and very purple, and no matter how much concealer I put on it, it's still showing through, and I don't want to look cakey. So I had some radio frequency treatment, which is combined with microneedling, and it's quite a step up from what I've had before. And I told my practitioner that I wanted the best results, so she's gone quite hard. And I have 2 more treatments to go, and then when I finish my treatments in the spring, I will do a review on like what I feel the results are. But yeah, I've got some bruising and I really wanted to get back on here and make a video, so it is what it is. Don't worry about me. And yeah, I'm just gonna do I'm going to talk about each coat as I'm wearing it, so that I explain where's it from, where you can buy it, what the fabric composition is, and if I feel like it's working out as well as I thought it would, kind of thing, before I bought it. I hope that's helpful. First up is this navy blue boucle wool bomber jacket from Hush. This one is lovely. It seems to go throw over everything. I've just been wearing it like 4 times a week. Makes something look really cool and casual. If that one is a bit expensive for you, this gives a similar effect, but it's just a throw-on Borg sweatshirt from M&S. Really warm. I got it big so that I could wear a jumper underneath. It's really comfy. It's kind of a bit shorter and croppy, but not too much. And as I said, this was about £35. I've thrown it in the washing machine a couple of times. It goes great with joggers, and it can make something like my satin maxi skirts a bit more casual. So I've actually been getting a lot of wear out of this one. Okay, this is my Free People vegan suede jacket. I love the colour green. I thought I could take this into right up to sort of spring, like April time. It's a bit small at the moment. Some of these jackets are a bit snug if you do them up, but I tend to style them open and they fit great on the shoulders and stuff, so I always go with that. This is from Andor, which is a John Lewis own brand. I really missed my little fitted denim jackets, and I've put those away until next spring because they're not very warm. And this just feels very lightweight, but a little bit padded, very cozy, comfy, easy to throw on. Okay, so this is from Mint Velvet, and this is a reversible gilet, so I thought it would be really versatile. It's weird, it's much tighter when you wear it that way around, and it kind of curls out a bit, so I tend to do up the little bow. So there's that side, and then if you want to wear it on the Borg kind of fluffy side, which I far prefer, it's a lot more comfortable because of the way the pockets are. It's kind of bulky when it's the other way around. So cozy, and sometimes you just don't want your arms to be restricted, like if you're out dog walking or driving a long way. This one is from Zara. This is another one with a kind of 50% wool, 50% man-made fibres. Easy, throw it on, got a zip. I really needed a grey jacket. And this is similar to my COS one, but it's not quite as cropped. Okay, this is another piece from Andor at John Lewis, and it's a really nice like dogtooth warm checked print. You'll see that I like wearing blazers and shorter wool jackets more than full-on coats, and I am loving this. They do it in another more cool tone, like a bluey one. Another high wool content, that one. And then finally, my favourite, I think, and this is from John Lewis, just John Lewis collection. It's a belted double-breasted blazer. This is a little bit snug in the 16, but the 18 was massive on my shoulders. But I just think this one, you can belt it and feel a bit more put together. And as I come in close, you can see that the pattern is a mixture of navy and black, which I thought would be super versatile. This one is really well made, and it's again like 50% wool. And then here is just a Liddesdale, an oversized Liddesdale jacket from Barbour. This is part of the Alexa Chung like anniversary collection. Really light, but a bit longer, covers your bum, keeps you warm, great for layering and dog walking. And it's got that nice brown cord collar, really comfortable. I decided not to rebuy the Frankie Shops jacket and just get this. Okay, so there is the 2024 outerwear. There were some others, but I already showed you those in my previous video. So if you go a couple of videos back, you'll see a clothing haul where there's a really cropped brown wool jacket from COS. I love that. Great with wide leg trousers where you don't want bulk around the hips because you've already got a wide trousers, so you want the upper part to be like boxy and short. And I do have one really long black new wool coat. I haven't worn that yet. And then I had a couple of coats from last year. Most got decluttered, but there were a couple that look fine. Kind of mid-thigh, above the knee length coats. One is a huge warm parka that I would wear when it's absolutely freezing. One is a huge teddy coat that's black that I love from Fat Face. And then I've got a coat from Hobbs that's like a salt and pepper flecky double-breasted coat that's navy that I will wear with thicker jumpers, but I think this winter will be the last. Anyway, so story time. What's new this week? I think I'm going to share my new bag with you. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to start doing is like a weekly roundup. A couple of YouTubers that I really enjoy have always done that, and it stops things from getting left for weeks and weeks before I sort of tell you about them. So it's like a weekly roundup. So things that I wanted to mention this week were, I'm waiting for one item, and then I'm going to share my holiday clothing pics. It's very specific to me. You might not find it relevant, but I want to elevate. It's not really elevate, but I want to change the way I dress in the run up to Christmas. In terms of like Christmas jumpers and some velvet, some sequins, but I mostly do quite casual things. This winter, I'm doing Disneyland for 3 days. I'm doing a concert with kids, a classical concert. I'm doing 2 evening out meals and a Sunday lunch, and then we're eating in a restaurant on Christmas Day. There might be a few other like drinks and stuff, but mostly it's not like super formal evening wear that I need. I just want to feel festive. So I'm going to share my take on like bringing in a bit of bright red, bringing in a mix of like just little things. Like I've bought a couple pairs of like more dangly, more statementy earrings, some shoes from M&S, some sort of evening bags, just a few things that I've brought in, but they're still casual. I will get lots of wear out of them, and they're still good quality. I can get them out next Christmas. So I thought that might be useful. I went recently to London and I got a new Mulberry bag, and the reason is because this sounds negative. I feel like Mulberry has gone a little bit downhill in terms of the quality of customer service, not really the bags. And I feel like it's only going to get worse because they're in financial difficulties and they're likely to be bought by, say, Mike Ashley or something. He's already got a stake in the company and he's trying to take it over. I think Mulberry has struggled, I've talked about this in previous videos, over the years with their brand identity, where they want to be positioned in the market, all of that stuff. But I feel like running through it from the beginnings of the brand in the 70s, there is a sort of a hardware, an overall look, a leather colours, things that they do really well, but they're not consistent. And I decided that I don't really buy the bags that are not particularly classic, the ones where they do really unusual shapes and hardware and stuff. I feel like they don't really necessarily, for me and my style anyway, stand up to the test of time. I have 3 mini Alexas just because I love that bag. 1 was a gift, 2 were gifts, so I probably wouldn't have 3 otherwise. I love my mini zipped Bayswaters. I have 2 of those. I have one little kind of wok style crossbody bag that I can take or leave really. And then I wanted to get, again, a lily. And I've had 2 lilies in the past. I had a snowball white crinkle patent, which I absolutely loved, but I wore it to death and it was kind of a bit beat up. So I sold that one. And then I had the black heavy grain leather with gold hardware. But then Ed got me my medium classic flap from Chanel. And so there were 2 chain strap flat bags in black and gold, and that felt excessive, so I let that one go. But I've always loved that bag, and also since losing weight, the chain sits a little bit lower on me, so it's wearable crossbody as well as on the shoulder. But I was looking for the perfect leather and color combination. I looked at various colors in the heavy grain. I don't think this bag suits the heavy grain. I'll show you why. I went to London and I'd only seen this colour online, and I looked on the purse forum and people were like, it's such a mere colour in real life, and being quite negative, so I didn't think I would really like it. I went into the store, I looked at it, I felt the leather, and I just had to buy it. So here is my new Mulberry Lily, and this is probably my last Mulberry bag. Never say never, but I feel like those are the 3 styles that are very classic that I like. And now I have a lighter coloured flap bag as a counterpart to my black Chanel flap bag. I feel like I'm done now. So this is the standard size Lily. They also do a bigger one that's nearly as big as a Chanel Jumbo, but it's a bit heavy and chunky for me. And they also used to do a mini, which was really cute, and I was in the market for one of those. But you couldn't wear the chain, I don't think, doubled up like this. It was just like a Chanel mini one way. So I decided that I wanted to get the classic size. So here it is. This is in the color linen green, and it is a micro grain. But when you look at it, it is almost a smooth leather with very minimal, tiny bit of texture. Gold hardware. It comes with a little padlocky thing, no keys. It's just a click lock in this cute clochette with the mulberry tree. The mulberry tree is also here on the turn lock, and then you've got a chain strap that you can wear doubled up. It is attached to these loops here, which are screwed with rivets on the inside of the flap, but you can easily just pull that through and you've now got a crossbody bag. It's got pleating on the side, and now this is why I don't really like this bag in the heavy grain, because this is very thick and bulky in the heavy grain, and they have a trouble like stitching it nicely. And I had a hot pink one and exchanged it for the hot pink Alexa because that bag just felt like it suited that leather more. Inside, you've got a turn lock. They call it the postman's lock. And that is where the hoops for the strap are. And it's lined in the raw suede. And it's quite roomy because it's quite squishy. You've got a big zipped pocket at the back and then just one big compartment. I've got room in there for this little cute padded Maya, is it how you say it? Handmade in London little pouch. She does the knitted woolly brown bags. And then I've got my wallet, which I let Cece choose my SLGs usually. And she told me to switch into this Chanel lambskin coin card holder. And then they've just got, I have to have a tangle teaser or a comb because I've got the rattiest hair. I've just styled this. And then in the back, because I need to get a coin pouch, it's just millions of coins in there. So that's what I kind of fit in there. You can't fit a paper bag, it's not long enough. I feel like this is, why am I putting that palette in there? It's the hairbrush I want. This is a very practical everyday bag. My phone and keys will fit in there easily, and then all my little essentials were in that pouch. I love the colour. It's actually really a neutral. I looked at it and then I left it in the store in Selfridges and decided to go away and think about it. And I looked on like Pinterest and Instagram and online like khaki bags and outfit ideas, and realised this goes with grey, navy, black, jeans, white shirts, burgundy and the green together, even very like chartreusey limey green I'm noticing styled with burgundy. Black, did I say that? like, it goes with everything except for greens that are in the more foresty or piney family, because this is a sort of more taupey green. But if I'm wearing forest or emerald green, I wouldn't reach for this bag anyway. It just goes with everything. And I also think it's you could do it with a bit like a tan bag. It goes with everything in that it will look great with like denim shorts and a white t-shirt in summer. But it's squishier and more casual than a Chanel flat bag, or say the Aspen or Lottie. I think this is more modern and more comfy, and doesn't have a pocket on the back. And in the heavy grain, you see the outline here stitched of that interior pocket, which I just loathe. So I was really relieved when I unpacked this at home that it didn't have that. What else to say? I'm just so happy to have it. It's hitting a gap in my collection where I really wanted to bring one of these back in, and there aren't many gaps in my collection. I mean, I have more bags than I need, but I really wanted another flap chain strap bag, and I'm really happy with it. It's widely available. You can get it on the Mulberry website. What I would say, I bought this in Selfridges, and if I now wanted repair or after sales, if I went straight to Mulberry, they'd be like, go back to the retailer. That's new. They used to just be like, if it's our bag and you've got a receipt and you bought it anywhere I bought one in Dubai once and it was faulty, and I had no quibbles from Mulberry. They have a phone number and website inquiries to their Somerset headquarters. They're based, I think the big factory and the factory outlet shop and everything is in Shepton Mallet. And I tried to phone and they were like, no phone calls taken, email. And then you email and they're like, we will answer you within like 7 days. And they did wait a whole 7 days to reply because I had a query. That's changed, that's different. But make sure you buy this. Don't buy this on things like Farfetched, and just buy this from somewhere like a big department store with good standing, like John Lewis website, like Selfridges, Harrods, or in a Mulberry standalone, or from the Mulberry website. That's just my opinion, okay? So if you have any problems, they are really helpful, or at least they have been in the past with me. They've custom made me longer straps, all sorts. But I just think at the minute they're struggling a bit, and so they've probably trimmed their operation down to the bone. I'm just speculating. And if they get taken over by an entity or a group or an individual that's more about the bottom line and not really about investing in quality and the workmanship, then I think if you've got a classic Mulberry style on your wish list, I think now is a good time, because in 2 years they may go through another phase. They may not even be trading anymore, I don't know, but they may go through a phase in the future where you can't really rely on the quality, whereas I've checked this over, it's really excellent quality. This is I did have to exchange it. This is my second one. There was an issue with the lock, but this one's perfect, and I'm really happy to have it. And they are really good at the moment with repair and stuff. So there you have it. I mean, this bag was just under £1,000 in the UK. I don't know about US and international pricing, but the leather feels really good, and I've checked it over thoroughly. It looks well made to me. Again, I like a bit of squish with my bags, and this has that, and the lack of, like, it's not very structured. And I like bags that aren't too like fashiony and are going to stand the test of time and just be quite classic and low key. No major branding on here, but if you're British, you probably, and saw one of these out and about, you'd know it was a Mulberry from this very distinctive lock and the little tree that is engraved in there and on this fob thing. So yeah, if you're a Mulberry fan, I think the lily is like a must, and I'm so happy with this colour. I wouldn't have thought of this colour. It took me seeing it in person to really love it. Okay, so there's that, and you'll see it styled in some outfits. I'm still going through and filming all the holiday makeup videos, but I wanted to insert this one first because some people were a bit fed up of just back-to-back holiday makeup videos. Also a bit of fun coming up. I did buy quite a lot of the REM, is it REM or REM Beauty Wicked stuff, and I bought an OPI Wicked nail varnish. I have gels on at the moment, but they probably only got about another week in them. So just before I go and see the movie, I'm going to apply this beautiful green shot through with gold that's a tie-in with the movie, because I'm going to do Alphaba's makeup for the film. I got the Alphaba set, I got the Galinda set. I didn't get the palette. I might get the palette, and a couple of other products from that collection that Ariana put out with REM Beauty. So that will be coming up soon in time for the Wicked film release, which I think is coming out this Friday. And then I really wasn't intending to, but I did pick up another couple of palettes. I've been on the fence about the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 6 palette, just because everybody's raving about the packaging and how flexible it is, and also the formulas are amazing, but it is a very colourful palette, and I don't know if I want that much shine and that much colour intensity on the daily. I mean, today I've used one of these, so basically I've got these instead. These are both holiday releases. So this one is the Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. I don't have any other Mario palettes, and I've just used these two today, and a tiny, bit of these two to start off in the crease, and then I end up going very grey. And then this one that looks smudged out is one of the very fine shimmery. Anyway, the formula in this is really great. And then the other new palette I got this week, which I haven't tried yet, is the 9 de Givenchy in number 14. Again, blame Han Beauty 101, because her and a couple of other people have shown this slightly warmer palette, but again with the navy. I'm loving the navies. I'm loving these two. So I'll play with that, let you know what I think of the formula. I think that's all I have to tell you about today, but we'll do this once a week, just a little roundup of bits and bobs. I'm going to upload after this one the Chanel. It's half an hour. I'm really bad at editing, so I've cut out some of the waffle, but you will see me apply a very natural look and then a slightly more glam look with the Chanel 2024, is it Winter Wonderland or whatever, holiday collection. And then I've also filmed the Gucci makeup collection and what I think of that. So they're coming thick and fast, because by the end of November, at the very latest, that needs to all be up, because these products have been out for ages. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next for more autumn winter fashion, more makeup, more B Shops Pink. Bye.